believe that ancient capital Peta is to the west of Buka Island.
What sort of place is the ancient capital?
I guess we'll find out. Seems kind of reminiscent of Buka Island, to be perfectly honest. Which is not, on its face, a bad thing. Just saying. At least this one's not threatening to explode, right?
Are you certain this is where we can find Peta?
It should be here. Huh. Maybe we should rest somewhere before we search.
Looks like Peta used to be here. I can't swear to you that it's here anymore. Ooh, free stuff. I guess this is kind of SNES era gacha, just the difference was they couldn't actually get your real money, so instead you invested a lot of your time. And the weapons and armor-based seeds can feel a lot like that. And they already had your money by the time you were playing, but at the very least, you know, no day one patches, I guess. Alright, enough faffing about. Well, I mean, the inn's destroyed, but the beds are conveniently all in good shape.
Welcome.
Really? They just drew like a dark curtain and still used this as the event flag. It actually would have made more sense to just have a flag trip when we entered the door, but I understand why that decision was made. It's kind of a meta joke if you think about it. Or that's how I choose to rationalize it in my head. Huh. Man, someone really cleaned up this after we came in. So that guy's still hiding behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the innkeeper behind the curtain, I guess. Interestingly enough, we actually see some architectural parallels with the light ruins. Those weird lion statues were also found there.
The area looks entirely different. Am I dreaming?
This city is as strange as I heard. I bet we can find a lead on the Benevodon of Darkness here.
Okay, Fairy.
Welcome. What interests you?
Not that. These are very minor upgrades, but a minor upgrade will tide us over until sheer dumb luck takes its course. Oops. Wrong button. Thank you, old man. And the armor shop is to our north. If I can orient myself that way. Oh, up in the wall. Sorry, I have to go splash into the water for some chocolate that fell in. So Mana Stone Scholar here, you know, have you gone to seen him yet? I guess they would be fascinating subjects of study. Wait 1 second, how did this town get here? Everyone seems busy all of a sudden. That's a fair question. We've already class changed, so those things are largely of no use to us anymore. Not that they can't be handy. If you grind out a whole bunch, it's a good fodder to feed the item box in order to level it up. Hey, little buddy. Plunk. One more, and I think we'll have half. I'm not going to sit here and count them. Hey, kiddo. I saw a fairy with Prince Richard. Prince Richard? Last I heard, Richard was king.
Welcome. Come, take a look.
Small upgrades, but small upgrades are better than no upgrades.
I love shopping.
Ooh, exciting.
Always good to have a spare.
Good work.
Always good to have a spare. Always good to have a spare.
I had wanted this.
Now, as you see, the stuff that we grow is markedly more powerful, but that's the point. It's just kind of hinges on how much you want to put in for those items. I understand if it's not your thing, and if that's the case, the armors and weapons you buy here in PETA will see you through to the end of the game easily. And if you'd rather take your time and get everything there is to get, that's also not a bad strategy, as you will receive a lot for your time. That's just it. It is a lot of time.
This stone tablet contains the goddess's prophecy about the world's end. You can't read it. Fine. I will interpret the text for you.
Alright.
The world will fall to ruin. The tree will wither. The sword will be corrupted, and despair will reign in Mavolia's domain. But 3 heroes. The rest of the stone was broken off. I'm sure it further describes the world's destruction at the hand of the ruler of Mavolia.
This can branch off in one of 3 ways, depending, again, on who your main character is. But we're in Lee's and Hawk's endings, so the leader of Mavolia is our primary focus.
But we needn't worry yet. Besides, it has nothing to do with me.
Nope, I sure can't. And for all we know, the guy just carved it out himself and is professing to be a scholar of mana stones. Though some of the iconography here does look ritualistic. The depiction of the 2 moons, because there are actually 2 moons in the world of mana. And the mana tree. Those 2 look like they're having a great time. Hi.
Oh, well, yes, I am a Mana Stone scholar.
Oh, he's the scholar.
There were once 8 Mana Stones, but alas, with the Darkstone lost, there are only 7.
Is that bad, necessarily?
However, after exhaustive research, I have concluded that the Darkstone could be in Night Cavern, north of Laurent, on Light Castle Island.
Now we know where to head next.
Probably.
We should head to Night Cavern.
We should. And we are. Now, I believe it won't happen if Duran is absent, but there is an event you can trigger here if he is with you, where you can meet a young Prince Richard, and Duran's father, who normally we only get to see in Duran's flashback. But, having come to these conclusions, we can leave. We have our gear, we have our little cactus finding, and now the time has come for us to venture after the Darkstone. If you still need to, for whatever reason, you should go grind now if you aren't feeling confident. because the Darkstone takes you, essentially, to the final dungeon of your character's particular story
I
path.
am glad we found a lead on the Benevodon of Darkness.
This is the last one. It's supposed to be north of Lawant, in Night Cavern.
Which is, this cherry-looking place. And it is indeed north of Laurent. Kind of out in the middle of nothing. If you're past level 55, you're probably going to be fine. And once you destroy the 7 mana beasts, I'm going to persist in calling them, if you destroy them and you don't suffer huge setbacks doing so, you're probably well equipped enough to just sail and coast through to the ending anyway.
I believe the Mana Stone Scholar called this place Night Cavern.
We don't have much time. Let's find the Mana Stone.
That's likely that the stone's already been compromised and all we're gonna find is the mana beast. Nice.
Unwise to get in our way. The area is clear of threats. We have earned a rest.
This guy's so annoying.
The enemies you'll encounter at this leg generally are the highest tier of their respective families, and I don't think they're particularly thematic. I think they're just kind of a mishmash of stuff. Though I believe the Dark Cave is kind of themed to Mavolia as a place and concept. Now, what precisely Mavolia is, we don't 100% know. At least not in the context of Trials of Mana. If there's another mana game that expounds on it, I have not played it. It literally doesn't even come up in Secret of Mana, so I cannot profess to know.
We don't have to be on guard for now.
For now.
Let us work together
What?
to defeat the
Oh,
enemy.
ninja.
Stay true.
This is it. We have to defeat the Benevodon of Darkness.
This is our final fight. We can do this.
Just opens up a little bit of a shortcut there. Zabelfair, or Zabelfar, or something to that approximation.
This is our fight. No need to trouble yourself. I will not fall.
I've always said Zabelfair, so I'm going to keep going with that, even if that H probably means a short A. Someone has a beef with the Mana Goddess. But in a place like this, I can't say that's too shocking. Alright. Onward and upward. Hey, there it is. I guess it is still intact.
Look! There! It is the Dark Stone. But why?
To get your hopes up.
Watch out!
You didn't think it'd be that easy, right? Not like the Darkstone's in a hold of the seal and all the others are gone. I think the only way there would even be a remote chance of that is if the Lightstone was still intact, and we know for a fact that it's not. That's
The Benevodon of Darkness
mildly,
was here all along, I think. They will
unnerving.
rest with us. We cannot afford to lose.
Now, you might be noticing his health's going down real fast. Like, this guy barely has any health. Well, don't worry, that will make sense.
You wish.
Because this is actually Zabel Fair.
Oh no! Another face was hiding from us.
Because, duh.
And feeble.
Now let's try Hexus. Let's see if they're close enough for her to hit all of them. She is not. That's disappointing. So, the best thing to do is to take out the side heads first. Healer's dead, surprising no one. Who knew that elf on the shelf was just a euphemism for Charlotte in a coffin? Okay, with him gone, now get rid of this one. Yeah, that column chases you around a bit. It's very annoying. This guy was a million times worse, especially since he had an ability called Hellcross. And getting hit by that was basically just auto-death. Alright, let's let him have it. I believe his stats are actually down a little bit while the other heads are incapacitated, but they will get back up again. And nothing for that one, but they just kind of dive through. And we just kind of do it again.
Oh dear. What does this oppressive aura mean? Oh! They must be combining the powers of all three entities.
And this is where Hellcross comes in. The only difference is you can actually do something about it, making this far less controller snapping frustrating. Looks like he actually maintains his status down, because it's actually on the primary head. I did not know it worked that way, but I'll take it. That's actually the ability that Charlotte gets for going her Dark class. Though, obviously, it will always be inferior to the version that the enemies use, because this is still a Squaresoft game. Don't even kid yourselves into thinking that something like Fetid Breath would actually work for your benefit. Healer. I know this is literally me giving the order of healer, heal thyself, but it's still like... You know, she's really been falling down on the job recently. Use my invincibility to just... I was really hoping that was going to be that. Right when he had, like, no health left, of course. It's not a fight with Zabel Fair if it's not as annoying as humanly possible. Ugh, finally. I guess he's vulnerable when you break that, despite the fact the other heads are animate. And that's the last Mana Beast. So that immediate threat is now remedied.
triggered the portal to the sanctuary. Oh no!
Once again, did you really think it was that simple?
Oh no! It was a trap.
What?
Our enemies absorbed the powers of each of the 8 Benevodons after we defeated them. Oh, that means they have the complete combined powers of all the monsters.
No. What have we done? We accidentally played right into the enemy's hands.
Again.
I suppose that all we can do is move forward. Let us go.
At least Lise has the right attitude about it. If this is a modern Final Fantasy, the character would have to weep and be existential for several hours before they came to that conclusion. Not that I'm making any points or anything. Don't think that. Everyone knows in my infinite humility that I would never, ever, ever stoop to such levels. I have no opinions, and when I have them, I keep them to myself. Final Fantasy X still sucks. BTW.
Be careful. This could get ugly. Stay true.
Like, I'm genuinely, like, amazed that what was supposed to be just kind of a stupid joking aside ended up causing people so much consternation. I will never apologize for that, but I will say that that is partly on me. It was supposed to be a joke, but I wasn't really good at narrating my scripts yet, and so I guess that's me just paying the price.
Let us work together to defeat the enemy.
The wolves aren't that bad. You can actually pretty much just dismiss them with 1 or 2 combos, but these dragons, man.
I will.
It's having more fun just knocking me on my backside than he is actually doing damage to me.
What a joke.
Bump. And once again, that opens a door to before. So if we need to run for the entrance for whatever reason, if we're woefully underprepared, or if there's any last-minute armor or grinding you need, now is certainly your last chance. However, I'm satisfied. We have our second class change, some of the rarest armors and weapons, and a decent enough loadout that I think we will do just fine. Another word of advice is, don't feel like you have to have absolutely everything as you're going to fight the final boss. The reason I say that is first off because there's actually a New Game Plus mode. The game can very easily be finished around level 50 if you're decently skilled. And also, there is a new extended mode with a new gauntlet dungeon and a third class change, a 4th class for every character. Now, there's not another split. In fact, it actually gives you a light or dark class based on your first class decision. So if I were to persist, all of my characters would end up in their dark classes, because that was the first choice each of them had made. Am I going to do that for this Let's Play? No. Now, the reason for that is simple. This series has gone on a bit longer than I expected it to. And it was a little cactus. And also because I want you guys to experience this game for yourself. It's really, really good. And don't use Charlotte. And I think you'll enjoy it a lot. Prize, here. This is, Mana has always been that really, like, underrated Squeenix franchise. So it's kind of weird, even so, that, like, this is a big company supporting the game, and they still kind of treat it as the red-headed stepchild of the series, or of the different franchises that Squaresoft has. Like, I'm glad that they're finally taking things a little more seriously, this game this game I believe I want to say 2018 or 2019, and now there's the Live Alive remake coming out, which is super cool. So I'm glad that they're finally doing something with that. I'm just astounded it took them so long.
Getting started. Don't worry.
Must be Sylphid element if they're being hit with Earthquake. Power up real quick. Spike Freeze, nice. I think that means her last attack spell is Thunderstorm. And obviously, if I went out of my way, Ancient Curse, but again, I don't see that happening at this point. So apart from Thunderstorm, we actually have all of our magic that we're going to learn. Those are all of these special abilities that these classes are going to give us.
I think we're getting stronger.
Wait! Push me! We will fall!
Nice job completely screwing up when it mattered the most, hero. And he's like not even phased. He's not even going to capitalize on it.
Ah, I see you have managed to defeat all the Benevodons. How kind of you to aid us with our ultimate goal. After all, His Dark Majesty needs the combined power of the great beasts in order to be revived.
Call them great beasts right there. Why not just stick with that?
After this from the very beginning. What do you intend to accomplish?
We're from Mavolia. The goddess of mana trapped us in that underworld until now. We intend to reclaim this world and turn it into Mavolia itself.
Then why not just live in Mavolia?
Then our master, His Dark Majesty, will be reborn as the true Dark Ruler of all worlds for eternity. We have no more need for you.
You could have fought us back when we were on Buka Island, and you chose not to, buddy.
No chance. We creatures of Underworld take back what is rightfully ours by force.
Do not underestimate a person is weak, but humanity is stronger than you could possibly imagine. Weaken!
I removed his buff, but not the full thing. So make sure this affects all of them, because honestly this cost me, like, no mana whatsoever.
There's something strange about that ghost. What's going on?
Stay
You know what, I can work with that. That's so annoying. It's been a while since I played through this particular story branch, so I don't remember every gimmick this guy has to offer. I do know, however, that he's super annoying and not the final boss. There is plenty more to come after this guy. But he is supposed to be like a vampire creature, so his reliance on sapping and absorbing kind of makes sense. It is kind of like his thing. are they? Not letting you get that off again. Angela, aim, my dear. Oh, he has other buffs back. That's annoying. Can't have that. As soon as he breaks out of the stun, I'm gonna dodge and reinflict. And since I can't rig on the elf, I have to do it myself. Yeah, you're suddenly not doing so hot now that we figured out your gimmick. Gallant attempt, though. And here we go. He's gonna ghost us. Sadly, that doesn't mean he's going to disappear into the ether without a trace. Instead, it just means we're doing this again. Please. Hit the target, for crying out loud. Really? This guy just loves wasting our time. And that's been the most infuriating thing about it, is just like, it's kind of a dull fight now that I know what his gimmick is. It's like, the only real hazard is that, yeah, he can heal, kinda. Not super efficiently or anything. I mean, we've already pretty much undone the healing now, but... It doesn't help that we've, like, debuffed him straight into uselessness. Oh, alright. Defeating the enemy via explosion is something I can get behind. Well, that's one pest down. But more pests yet remain. Alright.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
Where is everyone?
Where? Oh, that's something over there. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we're fine. Now, if you're curious as to do you have enough stat points to max out everything at level 99, the answer is yes, you do. The stat points are distributed such that You will indeed have every stat for that character maxed out if you get them to their 4th class and also level 99.
Stay true.
Angela, it helps if you get out of the way of obvious attacks.
Don't have to be on guard for now.
We can take this enemy in no time.
See, I'm not that worried about items at this point. We are so late into the game, I'm not really going to go out of my way for them like I was before. So honestly, there's not too much they can offer us that would be all that tempting anyway. Like, the most tempting items at this point would actually be rainbow seeds, and those are pretty super rare. I think they tried to Moogleize me or something.
We should continue on our journey as planned.
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to make it that big a deal, but when they make it that obvious, what else am I supposed to do?
Let us work together to defeat the enemy. Hey, watch it. This ought to help.
Now Charlotte feels the need to overcompensate because I keep calling her out on her laziness. Only for Angela's sake. Whoop. It's shade time. Which is fine. I don't really mind either way. I don't think you can tell a difference here, to be honest. This place is so aligned to dark energy that I'd be surprised if you could tell. Dark Castle. Yep. In case you can't tell, it's go time. With the very ambient atmosphere and the unique theme music, you can definitely tell we're in the true legs of finality. Funny enough, those are actually equivalent to Angela's current class, I believe. Sorry, my Castlevania instinct to smash all lanterns kicked in.
I don't see how we can go forward with these flames in the way. We must take out all the enemies. That is the first step.
What if we shoved them into them? Does it do anything? No, but it would make me feel better.
Why do they even bother? Fine, thanks. Here I
That's how it's done.
I believe this guy is based on Duran's Dark class.
Hurry along.
Because that's how fire works? I choose not to think about this too hard. Well, you know. Close one door, another one opens, though I guess in this case you open one door and another one opens too. And here I thought that was just tried advice for people who are down their luck. It would help if I didn't stand right where the enemy was attacking. You know, again, I kind of reiterate, the Tomato Men didn't really seem to, like, be evil-aligned at all. They just kind of seem to want to be left alone. Are these guys a particular, like, denomination of those guys? Or are these a breed of Tomato Men compelled by evil, or Tomato Men that lived in Malocchio? I'm really overthinking this, aren't I? Alright. Oh, it doesn't actually have a barrier. I'm a little surprised. Oh, got a question mark seed. Flip the switch. I don't know, that still looks like it would be hot. I don't think it'll hurt me, but I don't care to take that chance. If as a game dev, that would be something that would like shave off 1 HP just to annoy the player kind of thing. Okay. There was 2 on that other side. Maybe there's another one over here I overlooked. Which is still possible, mind. I am kind of dumb like that. I mean, I literally got held up by a single switch back into Varl, so anything goes. Yep. There it is. Ah, man. Alright. And there's another one on that wall, literally right in front of my face. Let's pretend that didn't just happen and move on. Oh, crud. The one advantage of fighting these ones is they're kind of easy to knock into a stun animation. Which if you do, it interrupts whatever they're casting, which is great. Because you saw how huge those area of effect radiuses were. Radii? Whatever.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
Those chest knights are really, really annoying. You know what? Snek power! Oh, that kinda worked. I'm not gonna sneeze at those results. Huh. I'm sure that's fine.
Hostile entities, be careful! Stay through!
Angela, don't bring it with you. Alright, that appears to be the direction I want to go, and thereby will be the last area I'm permitted to access.